I'm gonna take a video on our bracelets.
There you go, madam.
Okay.
Okay, now this. Do you write all those letters?
Oh. Okay. How adorable. What does it say?
It says I love you, Auntie Joss.
Oh, okay.
And this is Gianna.
Hmm? Happy Wednesday, everyone. I don't know why I was turned like this. Okay, so I'm going to talk about actually something that I've actually been experiencing since I was, I don't know, younger, like single digit younger. So, like, we used to eat out a lot growing up. So, when we would go places, wherever it was, some fast food or whatever, when we would go, a lot of the time, it would just be us inside the restaurant. And, like, after, like, a certain amount of time, then, like, people would come in, start to filter in, and more people would come in and things like that. So, like, I just thought that was crazy. I mean, I, I don't, as far as, like, percentage-wise, I don't know the whole ratio, but a lot of the time, that's how it was. Unless it was, like, busy night or whatever, you know. But when it wasn't busy, I just kind of noticed that, okay, we're like the only ones here, and then all of a sudden a lot of people just would start coming in after that. So, like, that happened today. And I'm gonna say this because I feel like walking around with a lot of children, like, out and about, is not common nowadays. And so, like, we always get the stares, and we always get the, like, not questions, but like, oh, you got your hands full, or oh, you're busy, oh, whatever they say, oh, busy mom, or whatever. Like, uh, it's funny because when I was pregnant with my first babies, because my first pregnancy was twins, so they would be like, oh, you're already done. Because I had found out it was a boy and a girl. So they were like, oh, one and done. Oh, 2 for 1. I was like, I wanted to be, I mean, I was, of course, my customer service was ingrained in me. And so, I'm fine about it. But, like, I would think in my head, like, oh, what if I want more? Like, I don't, you know, like, not really. Like, I didn't see it that way, but it was just like, I was just kind of like, I wouldn't agree with them either. I was just like, ha 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 ha, that fake wants to be real laugh, right? So, anyway, so it's not super common for, to see a lot of kids around, out and about, and, like, you know, at, like, a restaurant type of deal, right? Maybe it's because I don't know. I don't want to speculate, and because I don't really like to do that. I don't like when people do that about me. So, like, I try not to do that. But I don't know. I don't know why. Whatever. But it always feels like, a phenomenon when we're out. For some reason, it just feels like that. Maybe it's because people think it's, so expensive, or no, just too many kids to deal with out in public, or my kids don't know how to. You know what? No, this reminds me. Okay, let me tell you this. Because this reminds me of a story. We were at Wendy's. And the lady that worked at Wendy's, she was all like, um, oh my gosh, your kids, they're like, how do you do that? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Or me and my husband were like, what are you talking about? And she was like, I can't get my one child to stay still. And, she's just like, driving up or, going crazy, driving up the walls and stuff. And it's like she can't get, excuse me, oh, I'm so sorry. She can't get her to focus and like be still and like do one thing, and so she was watching our kids. And so when we're at Wendy's, we got all of them their own little kids meal, and the kids are sitting at one table in front of us, and then me and my husband are sitting behind them, and we're just all just eating and stuff. It's like kind of quiet because everybody's eating, like so she's just like, how do you do that? And I'm like, what do we're just like, oh, that's crazy that your kid is going crazy. But I don't know, there's no trick. It's just you got to be stern and have some sort of discipline, you know and then they were hungry. So if they were hungry, they were just gonna eat. I don't know. We also don't have them sitting like with a tablet or anything. We even tried that. My mother-in-law had gotten them all tablets and headphones, and I was just thinking to myself, I'll see how long that lasts, because they break everything. They break everything. 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 So I'm like, okay. Yeah. And so that lasted a month or two. The headphones lasted a day. I'll say that much. The headphones lasted a day. But, tablets lasted a little longer because, they have fun and they're playing with them or whatever. But then, my youngest girl said that her tablet was dirty. So she had to clean it. And how do you clean something? In the sink with soap and water. Of course. Duh. So yeah. Fun times. Anyway, so, since there's no more tablets anymore, yeah, they're playing outside. They're they're going to the store with us. They're, you know, I mean, screen time, right? Anyway, but so we were just like, oh yeah, I don't know, root God is what helps us, because we're going crazy ourselves. It just so happened you caught us when everybody was hungry, and when everybody's hungry, ain't nobody talking. So really have no advice. I have no advice to give you, other than no vaccines. We did not vaccinate any of our kids. Like I said, the tablets, they broke it themselves, and we're not going to replace it, so they barely do screen time outside of when we're watching a movie, or they ask to watch a show. Okay, other than that, they're playing with whatever they have or whatever we have. Another thing is, we actually don't buy them toys. Why? Because they break everything. So I feel like it's a waste of money. You know? They're just not at the age to like really appreciate like the toy, and like really like do like Toy Story with the whole imagination. You know what I'm saying? It's just they're like, what was it, Toy Story 4? And it's all those little kindergartners like doing whatever. It's like that. They're still in that phase. So we limit that, and oh my gosh, Like, my mind is so much clearer. I feel a lot better about it. And we decided to do that only because cue the tape. Hopefully I put in a clip of the disaster we were living in. Oh, the disaster, the infestation of the roach. It was nasty. It was traumatizing. It was downright disgusting. And because of that, I found out that my son, one of my sons, is allergic to roaches. So call it what you want, but I will never ever be living in a roach infested nothing again. Okay? Because we are too good. No, it's about my son's health, of course. And it's funny, it's crazy because I used to like look down. I didn't look down. It was just like I used to think that, you know, if somebody had roaches, it was like because they were dirty or it was because, you know, this and that. And it wasn't until I got in my situation myself where it was like, oh, these buildings are just like this. And these landlords are like this. They don't care as much as you would like them to or would expect them to. So it's crazy. It's crazy out there. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, I feel like I have to go just because I hear my kids screaming. I'm gonna try not to worry about it. I just hope I got through what I was gonna tell y'all is, you know what? However many people you have in your family. Oh shit. Hold on.